Thank you for watching part 12 of the playthrough for the Outer Worlds 2. Marisol and I spent the night in this cabin, I guess you would call it, after slaughtering a bunch of scrappers yesterday. Yeah, we had a good night. We didn't get up to any funny business. Marisol has a girlfriend. She leans the other way. But yeah, it's freezing on this effing planet, and we needed to keep warm. I'm pretty sure I read this, but yeah, I did read it. We are on our way to play some audio log. Don't know why we had to come all the way here to this shit show, but here we are. Oh, old tram station. I wonder if there's a mural, because I think I need one or two more of those.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the archive's entrance, remember?
No, I don't remember, obviously. Really would like, I don't even know what I would like. Some heavy rounds. How can we get on top of that roof? I think I see how. Nope, that is not how. Son of a gun. Can we jump onto this? Oh no, such a letdown. Marisol, if you have any ideas, I'd be open to hearing them. Ooh, got on this roof. Still running. Start here. Oh, shit. I'm wasting too much time on this. How did I not find the access override card? Maybe it's on one of these bodies. Let me look at this map. How the hell are we going to get... Guess we'll have to go down the road a bit. All right, Marisol. I don't know where this card is. Heavy rounds, that's good.
that bridge to the archive?
Yeah.
It's being deconstituted by a rift. Or, as the Order calls them, an algorithmically confounded, anathematic anomaly.
Still not sure how the F we're supposed to get up there. Have we already been? No, we have not been over there. Okay. Hopefully we have enough ammo for what's about to happen. Let's look at the gun sitch, actually. Little, oh, rockets?
Some of my Order colleagues question whether we can solve the universal equation. Occasionally, I question whether we should solve the equation. Solving it would grant a godlike ability to predict all events. But who determines who ascends to hold that power? Look at our little coterie. I admire most everyone, completely. But we're all flawed, imperfect animals, just the same.
Yeah. You raised some excellent points. Let's talk about it later, though.
Standing by to stupefy.
These gosh damn things.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Yeah, so take them out. What are you waiting for?
Target analyzed. Red down fire. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
I'm aware.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant scan.
One protective camp 2. 2 more and anti-supply lines will be connected.
Yeah.
fix on their weaknesses.
Jesus, you see how fast that thing came at me?
Another protectorate camp cleared. One more, and anti-supply lines will be connected again.
Yep. Got it.
Resorting to violence. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scanned. Check your scope. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Third protectorate camp cleared, Commander. We could collect our reward now, if you care.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens here. Let's look at this map again. Okay. We're going to go up that hill or mountain, whatever.
Investigating hostile intentions. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
You lay down fire.
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
I have a fix on your weakness. I've got a ton of joint actuators, that's for sure. Probably a few hundred at least. Newton North.
Proceeding to attack.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Yeah? What about this? Shit.
That alive. DeVries mentioned a rift modulator on Praetor. Might be time to fetch.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay. Let's get some. Let's just gather some stuff real quick. We also should stop by Auntie's headquarters or spaceship, whatever the hell it is. Oh, hello. Five heavy rounds, that's it. Whew. Let's just see what's up here real quick.
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site. Non-believers are not welcome.
Whoa, relax.
Did you not hear me?
I did.
You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into perfection before the rest of this architect-forsaken colony.
Ushered into perfection. What's that mean?
You know, merged with the rift. By being thrown in.
Oh. Like a sacrifice.
No, we're not unthinking fools swayed by superstition. Our beliefs are scientifically proven by the esteemed leader themselves, who is infallible. Obviously. This is a wondrous time, friend. Our name was not chosen at random. It is a glorious dawn for all humankind. The rifts are a means to achieve a perfect state of being. And they are once again active after laying relatively dormant for years. The end of our tortured existence is nigh.
You know, actually, I think someone could probably control the rifts with the right kind of device.
That's a scientific impossibility, but if such a thing were possible, I'd surely like to see it. What I mean is, the rifts are an inviolate part of the architect's plan.
Well, I can see this is going nowhere. We'll just be on our way.
How dare you try to circumnavigate my authority? What is it this time? You're trying my goodwill.
Look, I don't really care about your crazed religion. I just need to cross the bridge to the archive.
I don't care what your boorish and uneducated opinion is. The bridge is blocked by a rift. You can only enter to offer yourself to the rift by being thrown into it.
Alright, so I guess we're not proceeding any further unless we want to kill a bunch of people. Okay. Noted. Where the hell's our ship? Oh yes, go on perk points. All right. Let's see. $20 for engineering. Jeez. I need your expertise real quick there, Niles.
Hey, Commander. Can we talk? Promise it'll be quick. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility.
Okay.
I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. I've also given some thought to what you said about not killing DeVries in cold blood. And you're right. We can't lose ourselves like she did. We've got to be better. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now.
Niles, I appreciate your apology. It's clear that you thought about it.
Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester.
All right, yeah, we'll talk later. The hell did I... Oh, not enough decryption keys.
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would.
Sure, what's up,
Commander,
Tristan?
I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss.
I didn't do it.
Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone would have certainly seen you hauled off to mental refreshment. I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul.
Okay. Why is the consul your biggest suspect?
Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, and he our mentor. If anyone would have had reason to slay her, it would have been him. But we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses.
Okay. If you and Virgil work so well together, why isn't he here with you?
It was actually his suggestion we divide and conquer. As our operational philosophies differ ever so slightly, this seemed a good plan. Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act, and was often lenient with sentencing where I was not. This behavior was often criticized by the Supreme Arbiter, but there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with mercy ultimately resulted in better behavior. It is a novel, albeit strange, philosophy.
Yeah, I met some people in prison who deserved mercy. Then I met plenty who didn't.
Those who have erred and been punished are much less likely to err again. Whatever the case, Virgil awaits us on Paradise Island, Commander. I hope we shall find time to go there.
Yeah, eventually. Okay. I can never remember where the crafting station is on this ship. It's here somewhere. Oh, it's over here? Nope. So it must be below. Okay. What the hell is that? Trophy from a daring hunt. Rest in pieces. Here it is. All right, let's see. Should we go with him, maybe? Let's see. Companion quest. Let's do that. So we complete all the companion quests. Back to Eden we go.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
All right, relax. Oh, we're definitely fast traveling.
Right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly, in the hopes that you will comply with his request, and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Exactly what questions do you have for Tristan?
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Wait, can someone slow down for a second and just explain what the hell's going on?
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
What actions does he have to explain? I thought Arbiters acted with impunity.
Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Hey, Tristan, if you wanna end this peacefully, follow my lead.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons.
So, I'm actually a criminal Arbiter Rao has been tracking. He's shown me the error of my ways.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah.
Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
I was leading him to, my criminal hideout. And then you stopped us.
Yes, we were going to find their stash of contraband Protectorate rations, with all the labels crossed out. Architect preserve us.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
That's convenient. Don't suppose you'd consider working alongside this guy, Tristan?
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this sentinel does not denote trust. There's no
fair enough.
guarantee he wouldn't attempt to arrest us at a later point.
This is all clearly a tactic on the consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
A hidden room, huh? So I guess even the Protectorate's got things they don't want people to see.
I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another.
You seem awfully pleased for someone about to report a failure to their boss.
If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks.
Okay.
That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
Yeah, I wish I was as good as you think. Maybe it would have kept me out of the slammer, you know what I mean?
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post.
And you really think this won't be a wild sprat chase?
I do. It's
Oh,
important
okay.
to follow whatever leads we can if we wish to find the truth. I
That's
regret
fair.
we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
Okay. Uh-oh, another flaw. You don't know why you lie. You just do. Whenever you have the opportunity to lie, you must. But you've gotten so good at it, you can lie about anything. In conversations, options that are either lies or end the conversation must be chosen. All skill requirements for lie options are ignored. No. We've already checked all this stuff up here, right, guys? We definitely have. I'm just wasting my time now. Alright. It's fast travel. I don't see the quest.
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give
Let's
you
check out the
I'm trying not to fret about these rifts so
vending
much.
machine.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors.
Cool story, bro.
You can't spell anus acidic without Auntie's choice.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? How
Well,
can
let's
I
find
improve your
out.
day the Auntie's way? Like they say, a bit spent today is a bullet fired tomorrow.
Is that what they say? You have no bullets for sale. Well, this is shit. Yeah, I don't use shotguns. Or this real. Well, no, let's not sell that. Oh, no heavy rounds, huh? I've got a shit ton of short rounds. I guess I don't need those.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
I've been noodling about the Vox.
Just up and smashed into Westport.
Have an update about that personal matter. You know, the one that might, end the universe. The other universe-ending thing. Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity.
Didn't you say her research could destroy the universe? I guess we probably shouldn't let that happen, huh?
I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later.
Okay, we'll look into that in a bit.
May all our travails add to the equation.
Right. Damn, I thought I had 4 keys. Or 5 keys, sorry.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What places? These security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
No need. Override entry security and unseal central processing. Okay. Entryway defenses disabled, central processing gateway unsealed. Latest announcement. With the inception of our new line of listening posts, I have heard some mutterings that this outpost no longer requires the presence of its dutiful tenders, and that we shall all soon find ourselves replaced with automated systems and sent to serve the Protectorate elsewhere. Do not allow these rumors to bring about idleness. Be sure to replicate the data you are tasked with managing. What is innocent today may be seditious tomorrow. Docking logs. Error. Docking log purged. If this was due to a malfunction, please contact a technician. If this was due to malfeasance, please contact an arbiter.
one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered.
Fair enough.
Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
I'm always on guard, Tristan. You should know that about me.
It seems our intelligence was correct. There's clearly a door here, and I would hazard that we'll be able to open it somewhere on station.
Any thoughts on where we might look?
We should make sure the station is at full power. If there's an override, that's the only way it will work. Let us go. I feel a strange sense of nostalgia being here, and I do not enjoy it.
Okay. Do not enjoy nostalgia. Sure. Fully loaded here. Everything looks good.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the terminal yet, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Lockdown lifted, reactor room unsealed, sealing security room as precautionary measure. Enter a passphrase to unseal room. Note, improper passphrases will result in reprisal from automated defenses. Room will be unsealed afterward to allow custodians to retrieve your corpse.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
Okay.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look.
Go ahead.
Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
I am primed to punish. Confirmed.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar.
Yeah, I got it. Just checking something real quick. Oh, there I spotted. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Shut up.
There. I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with determination. It seems I was correct about another body being here.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Oh! Wait. Oh, no.
Stay whatever fool words you ready in your defense, for they shall avail you not. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait. I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Tristan, you know this guy?
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him.
We should interrogate him, see if he knows anything before we get killing people, Tristan.
That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible.
What exactly were you supposed to do here, there, Luther?
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions.
Look, I can tell you're not stupid. If you want to live, you need to talk.
I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know.
I mean, it looks like an easy terminal to break into. I'm surprised you had so much trouble.
Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be second nature. Now I'm nothing.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action, Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
All right. What do you remember about Tristan, if anything?
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
That's funny.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
Look, I've seen more capable spies digging ditches. Okada, you don't look like you should be here.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, you may be right. Whoever hired him must not have known about his addled mind. They were moving quickly, desperately.
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
Let's just let him go, man. He doesn't have a gun.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
Look, we've established that he's a pawn in someone else's game. What would killing him serve?
My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here.
I mean, should we? Technically, we're trespassing too, Tristan.
That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass.
But I'm not an arbiter.
And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Not out of some base self-interest. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury.
You know, I said my piece. Spare him.
It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further.
Yeah.
But let us see what we came here for first.
All right. Terminal locked. Maximum incorrect access attempts reached. Sealing chamber until user identity confirmed by login. Please enter a passcode to verify your login. Self-reminder. Should the code lapse from your memory, recall judgment serves as the Arbiter's hammer. What is the Arbiter's scalpel?
The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years.
Wait, let me try to guess it.
Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even close, and I shall be impressed. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel?
Well, if it's specific to the three of you, it must be some evidence gathering or investigation.
Ah, you've got the spirit exactly, if not the word itself. Very nice. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that,
Okay, yeah, it worked. Messages from the console. Subject error empty. Deletion occurred 236 days ago. To Sovereign Varric. Subject war effort. To my most esteemed Sovereign. I message to inform you of the recent casualty estimates of my arbiters. In the last year of fighting, we've lost several thousand of Arcadia's finest. This doubles those lost in the first 2 years of fighting together. Each subject taken from us by the Protectorate's enemies has been revenged 100-fold. But the losses continue to mount. I know that whatever pain I feel is only a fraction of that you feel for the losses of your people, just as I know that you most assuredly have a plan for the deliverance from our many foes. I urgently await your command, just as I have awaited it each day for the last 3 years. Supreme Arbiter Andros. Entry, Consul visit. The Consul has requested a meeting with me at my quarters on Praetor. Exact intent uncertain, but no doubt involves some convoluted justification for his latest stratagem. It's as if he can sense when I am both at my busiest and least interested in seeing him. The execution he broadcast of those captured exemplars was barbaric. Were these not once our siblings? Could we not have at least interrogated them, broken them, perhaps impressed a few back into Protectorate service? He is a brute who can only see violence as a solution to every problem. But I know it would be a mistake to ignore a request such as this. Perhaps one of my pupils can handle my duties in my temporary absence. It would be a useful learning experience. Entry, Oculus collating post. I had never expected it necessary to return to this location after its automation. The Sovereign has assured us that central control is perfectly safe. Yet, as we saw in Golden Ridge with the complete withdrawal of our forces some months ago, the old assumptions are so much cosmic dust. This shall be my secondary office. Scurrying about it like an insect is immensely dishonorable. But if I am killed, I shudder to imagine what would become of my arbiters. Preventing this room's demolition during the retrofitting process was a prudent move. If only I could convince the Sovereign to use the same prudence when committing my arbiters. But I had best keep thoughts such as that here where no one else knows where to tread. I can only hope the tide of war changes, and soon. Protege development. My pupils progress tolerably. Latest experiment. Period of unsupervised leave on Bastion for a week. 37 arrests total, 6 executions. Listening devices caught Virgil saying, "The consul's mustache looks like a breadworm." Disappointed at his lack of tact, will need to be severely reprimanded. Should know better than to say that when it could so easily be heard. He's not the only one in need of discipline. Tristan's anger is on a tight leash. His observational acumen is impressive, but he misses details in high-stress situations. Needs to be a better master of himself. Virgil, for his part, keeps steady in dire situations, but he lacks iron. There should have been at least 12 executions this week, but Virgil balked each time he was alone. Perhaps he can gain some of Tristan's mettle. Perhaps Tristan might learn some of Virgil's self-control. The two have become fast friends. I hope this does not hamper them when it comes time for one to prove himself over the other.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa.
Yeah, could the Consul have brokered some kind of deal? Seems like he'd have connections, right?
I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed friend. Besides, He has his own agents. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified.
Maybe because death isn't much of a punishment for entering an abandoned station, man.
But he was acting against the Protectorate, even if he didn't know it. How can I act as an arbiter of justice if I allow a traitor a reprieve?
Look, it seems like there's a difference between justice and Protectorate justice.
To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Sounds good. This mask falls within the 4% acceptable nightmare. Okay.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared.
What's the deal with this place, Praetor? Should we affect? What am I saying? Sorry, Tristan. Should we expect a fight at this place?
Potentially. In the past, the locale was shared equally between us Arbiters and the Consul Sentinels. However, considering the traitors crawling throughout the rest of Arcadia, I fear what duplicity the Consul may have wrought at Central Control.
And has anything we've discovered changed your theory about the murder?
No. The
Okay.
Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle. But that still does not fly in the face of what I believe.
Alright, I'll make the necessary preparations.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
All right, I forgive Niles now, so I'm gonna bring him on board. I'll bring Inez too.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down on the coast feed to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck against the little person as they try with us in our city. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsor, Dodgeball TV. Cleo's darlings refused to do what we pushed down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers chosen.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
How's it going?
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs.
Go right ahead.
Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time? Unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice. But your standing with us could be higher if you accepted our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia.
Wouldn't it make more sense on the outside?
Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%.
Fine, sign us up.
Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
I'm going to regret putting that ad in there. I can already tell.
Fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Hard feelings really stirring the pot. Well, no, not really.
This area is for client intake specialists only.
Oh, sorry. That's fair.
Profitable day. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price.
I'm curious about key locations on the ship.
Like what? Ask away.
Wow. All right, let's say someone wanted to ally with Auntie's Choice. I'm sorry, Auntie's Choice, as you guys say. Where would they go?
Ah, a potential outside contractor. Check in with the intake specialist at head office tower for the full spiel. They're in the reception area on the main floor. There's a stop for head office tower on the Termicular if you've got an all-access pass. Or you can hoof your way there through the value-added Esplanade to get there. Anything else you need to know about this place?
I want to know about people on the ship.
Like who? Or whom? Or such as?
Who's in charge of this place?
Does the name Auntie Cleo ring a bell at all? You may have seen her face or heard her voice, well, everywhere. She's rather ubiquitous, you might say. Here especially. I almost feel bad taking your money for that one. No, there. I've worked through it. Don't worry, it passed. Need details on anybody else?
Does she live here?
Our illustrious CEO does work here, yes. Don't really see her out and about too often. So perhaps you could say she lives in her office. That's the top floor of head office tower. No way you're getting to see her without an invite, though. Not sure if she's taking appointments with contractors, but they are hiring outside help in head office tower reception.
And where can I find Gertie Hewitt? You know, the peace delegate.
Like most of our execs, she can be found in head office tower. I'd proceed to the reception area.
Okay. No further questions. Thank you.
Well, farewells are free.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Tronicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Tossball team. Entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Team's 32 backs. The ACS undisputed claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Hey, you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you. Got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me all right. Who is asking, exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message.
Ortiz, does that mean anything to you, Inez?
Ortiz was in my unit. Good man, but ain't sure why he's reaching out now. Suppose we'll see when we return to the ship.
One more thing, friend. Consider this your formal reminder that we don't offer return-to-sender service, unless you pay double, plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Wait, what?
Until next time.
At Auntie's Choice, we understand that what sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil, self-determinativist, or...
Just spending all my money on these rounds. Oh, you know what? Do they have black powder in there?
As an Ida, you will... an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's Choice, to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best healthcare your bits can buy. Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual growth and fund the unparalleled systems.
Feels like a glimpse of Arcadia's future, if Auntie's choice has its way.
Pretty intriguing. Join our IDA program today.
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots. Come ingest your nourishment the debonair way by drinking it. Step on up and pick your poison or your healthy poison alternative. We've got it all.
I'm going to pass.
Okay, but be warned. Denial of dehydration is the second to last symptom of death by dehydration.
Fair enough.
Artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable impulses.
You there! Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing. You feeling famished, peckish, hoggish, malnourished, audacious, voracious, rapacious, avaricious, predacious, or even just plain hungry? I've got you covered.
I think I'll pass.
Are you sure you don't just have a parasite? Everyone who's ever said that to me, turned out they all had a parasite.
Within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as site sanitation manager.
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Bleeding from orifices either natural or unnatural? If you have a malady, we have the remedy.
Reginald Oswald
No,
in
I'm good.
proprietary insight acquisition. Demoted.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. We got your unrelated bric-a-brac right here. We market the most miscellaneous miscellany on the ACS Undisputed Claim.
All right, let's see your stuff.
Feast your eyes on this motley conglomeration of goods.
Info security fundamentals, Reggie.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Alert those files.
Yeah, you dropped something. Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped. Get me?
Thanks, I think? Dear Maverick Outsider, we, the middle managers of the ACS Undisputed Claim, are done with being passed over. We mean to take action, or subcontract said action through a capable proxy. We invite you to Backdeck Steerage, which I am required to note as sponsored by Stogie Slims, to discuss this exciting business opportunity, which we believe will be mutually advantageous to both parties. Parsimoniously yours, Middle Manager Twombly.
Good news! Your new role as intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy.
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. The Raptidon Bite. Exclusively at the Bottom Runger. Welcome to the Bottom Runger. Exclusive home of the Raptidon Bite.
Okay, what's in this drink of yours?
That's what everyone, and I do mean everyone, wants to know. No, friend. I finally caught N-rays in a bottle with this one. Not sharing the secret of our success with anyone. However, you are welcome to sample a few and attempt to discern the ingredients for yourself.
All right, give me one.
Not tending bar right now, but my employee here can see to your needs. May your day be profitable at the expense of your rivals.
Certainly a more profitable program than the
Need anything?
What's this Raptidon Bite your boss is telling me about?
Well, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia, and you can only get it here at the Bottom Runger. Don't ask what's in it. Even I don't know.
Let me see what you got on offer.
At the Bottom Runger, we offer inebriation for the budget-conscious individual.
Don't mind the tingling, burning sensation on your tongue, or the numbness, or the elevated heart rate, or the dizziness, or the blindness. Yeah, I'll buy one.
Posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood. Sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our teams play for keeps.
Not bad.
No fewer than 6 critical blood force traumas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum brand bandits.
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment. There are a half-dozen sinks left to clean this shift, as well as one thoroughly formidable latrine, and I... Wait. How terribly rude of me. It's you. You're the one who talked me down from my horrible course at the N-Ray range on Golden Ridge.
That's me. What are you doing here, Victor?
Improving myself, my friend. I have a new lease on my existence, and it's all thanks to you. You see, I meditated on your words, and on the events that led me to strapping myself to an explosive, threatening to kill us both. Something had to change. I realized that the tremendous question, that of controlling the universe's uncertainty, was too tremendous to pursue. So I sought an environment I could control.
Interesting. Not quite sure how I expected you to interpret what I said, but if it works for you, I guess it works.
I do believe I am where I was always meant to be. Janitorial science is deceptively difficult and shockingly stimulating. If you've not, you must try it sometime.
Nah.
Eliminating the malodorous quality of a once bilious stall is just as stimulating a dilemma as any mathematical quandary. Anyhow, I mean not to ramble. Once again, consider me in your debt, eternally. If you ever require a sanitation engineer, I shall come running, mop in hand.
I shall come running.
with Auntie's
All right,
choice.
Forrest.
Trust your Auntie.
Forrest Clement.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can buy. We cure all physical ails. Most at least. Well, there are a lot, I guess. We cure some physical ails. That sounds all right, right?
Can I see your medical supplies there, surgical specialist?
No, but the medicament merchant right downstairs can set you up. I just do hands-on repairs.
Ah, okay. Thanks.
When you can't stand the pain, come again.
Mind if I check out these rooms real quick?
only division that earns us
Okay, never mind.
when they work more. Ease off the throttle, gang. Malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploit.
Yeah, let's try that.
Output is down 8. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between... aggressive rivals and the actions of maverick freelance. There's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected subordinate.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bets are on Ormsby. She's the more predacious of the two. Quite an effective little front stabber.
This must be where the head offices are. Whew, it's all right. Stand up tall and act like you belong here.
You'll be fine in this. Hello.
I see you decided to accept my invitation.
Yep.
Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you in person, Gertie.
I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. We were making progress, bumpy though it was.
Is there any possibility of the negotiations resuming?
In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's involved in getting you to work together?
To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations.
That doesn't seem terribly difficult.
You're confident, a fine quality, at certain occupational tiers. But mind that you're not overconfident. Auntie hates grandstanding. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation, which will require some verbal finesse, but worry about that step upon reaching it.
All right, sounds good. Count me in.
Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations.
All right. I have some questions before I go.
Certainly.
Tell me more about yourself, Gertie. I mean, that's not really a question, it's a statement, but how about this? Can you tell me more about yourself, Gertie?
Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself.
Okay, the ship, it's enormous. Is there anywhere you'd recommend visiting in particular?
If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade.
Okay. Can you tell me what Auntie Cleo's like? Do you like working under her?
Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
All right. That should be it for now. Thanks for answering my questions.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice is hiring. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results.
Did you just say I might even live?
That's right. A life filled with action, adventure, riches, and romance awaits. Being an Ida will see all of your fantastical dreams come true. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
All right. Thanks, bro.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice.
I guess I like the sound of that, but I'm not really here to join Auntie's Choice. I'm here to help move the peace process along.
Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen.
What kind of vision are we talking about?
The kind that changes everything. The kind that turns our universal brand into the brand of the universe.
Sounds fascinating, I'll be honest. I mean, it's vague, but it's fascinating.
The vagueness is by design. Do yourself a favor and read the fine print before you agree to anything.
You don't have clearance to read the fine print, but it promises action, adventure, and paydays undreamt of.
And the chance for near limitless advancement.
Okay, and I assume the pay will match the exceptional qualities you need this person to have.
It most certainly will. And the pay is the least of the benefits this opportunity affords.
Okay, and what exactly are you looking for this consultant, i.e. me, to do?
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with any competition. I have a plan, a vision that will change the course of Auntie's Choice.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie.
Okay, should I come back later? You two seem to need some private time to work out your issues.
Don't allow our banter to fool you. We are valued colleagues who, under normal circumstances, hold each other in the highest esteem.
So true. This particular effort has our nerves a bit high-strung, but we'll still exchange spratwurst platters come the 10th day of presents for Auntie's birthday.
Well, ain't that nice? I can't quite recall the last time I got to swap gifts on a company holiday.
All right, how do I fit into all this?
Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers
What?
there simply
No.
stopped.
You're kidding. Are you saying they quit, or are they on strike, or whatever?
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
So you're saying they're striking. You're talking about a workers' strike, right?
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
No, it's just an old Earth term. It means they're stopping work to force you to negotiate.
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this? I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
I'd suggest you negotiate. See if you can find a middle ground between you.
Negotiate? As in, give in to some of their demands? Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability.
All right. You know what? Consider it solved already. Almost.
Wonderful. You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Oh my goodness, you two. You should go on the road with your show. Where does this go? Nowhere. Okay. Because I don't have the required pass.
Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified. We can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my...
You're the maverick freelancer from the wireless.
Yep.
Excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us...
I'm about to pick your pocket. No, I'm not. I don't want any of that.
Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from...
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
I'm good.
Hey, go-getter. Get yourself over here.
Is down 18%.
Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute, all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do, anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be.
Sounds accurate. How can a daring, unconventional problem solver like myself help you?
There's two things I desperately require. Realism, authenticity. Sure, some might say they're the same thing, but I use both to highlight emphatic weight. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective.
Does it pay?
Of course it pays. Not amazingly, sure, but it's a rare chance to make something true and real that speaks to people and that possesses a certain cachet, right? Listen, you've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine.
All right, what do I have to do?
Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mitt Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your maverick perspective to help him come up with how.
Sounds easy enough.
All it requires is you be yourself. unabashedly. Then get paid for it. Head into our recording facility when you're ready. Mitt will be in one of the studios. I'll be right along.
Subjects get. We respond to what you want. Your decisions as
Okay.
consumers. What's more, we skip the overbearing neighbors employ.
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization. Talk later. Here for a recording session? Head on back.
Excuse me.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but my agent would space me.
Am I supposed to mark this as active, I guess?
Sorry, no autographs.
I don't understand what's going on.
Yes? Can I help you? Ah, you appear like a rugged sort. Let me guess. Thessaly sent you.
That I did. This is Mitt Tarkington, advertising copywriter extraordinaire. Mitt, this is our Maverick outsider. They've heard the pitch and agreed.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part the veil about this magical art we call advertising.
What are you trying to sell other than, I guess, me?
We're selling dreams of a better life, a better you, connection, and ease from aches, sorrows, and worry. The product is immaterial. We do have one. I'd need to look it up, though. A little background first to frame your thinking. There are 4 personality types we appeal to when writing advertisement copy.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cultivated a persona as a sarcastic doubter, am not normally into things. So you really ought to listen to me about this.
And I just hate that thing that never happens, yet absolutely could.
Any other general questions before we get started?
Oh, you too. Which of these personality types that you guys mentioned most identifies with a Maverick outsider?
Somehow all of them, apparently.
Even the most buttoned-down rule follower imagines themselves a rebel in some way.
All right. I'll ask a few questions about your singular way of looking at things. Then translate your unique perspective into lines for the ad. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective?
Well, some see us as outlaws.
All right. Now, I'll reinterpret your response into a line for the ad. Something like, calling all rule breakers. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate.
I guess by merciful... No. I can't even say it. That's a good question. How do we best illustrate credibility? By mercilessly denigrating the work of your rivals.
Right. Maybe you maintain the highest standards for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And others.
That's what I meant.
What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you?
To avoid jail time?
Okay, perfect. How about, and you strive for an unfettered existence? Last question. What do you desire most out of life? And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering.
I want more.
Have just the thing. Now available in Hearty Eater Jumbo size. 5 pounds with an attachable feed bag.
Wait, what? What are you advertising?
Yes. Suppose you might need to hear it assembled to make sense of it all. Just a moment while we put it together. I can already hear it in my head, and it is perfect. All right, that's a wrap. Roll the assembly. Fine work, everyone. Take a good listen.
Calling all rule breakers. You maintain the highest standards for yourself.
and others, and you strive for an unfettered existence. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rinds just for you. Anti-Cleo and Pal's deep-fried Sisty Bits. Now available in Hearty Eater jumbo size. 5 pounds with an attachable feed bag.
This is nuts.
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest
Fine.
product-oriented dramatization.
Nope. I wanted to look at
We all need to put on our winner face. So the extra
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
the sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone. Although it is that too. Sometimes you can't score a body goal without an offsides hump. Play by the rules or play to win. You can do both. Feeling motivated? Certainly you are.
Oh, okay.
Step up to the line of scrummage and
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's choice. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Where's the ad? Oh, there it is. This cheaply produced light emitter projects a 2-dimensional image in 3-dimensional space to encourage passerby to exchange currency for goods and/or services provided by the Auntie's Choice Corporation. Such advertisements typically promise hyperbolic advancements over previous project iterations. For example, 110% more real artificial crabble flavor, or dubious improvements to product safety. For example, now with 12% less in radiation. Okay. What are we going to Mars, for God's sake?
Commander, over here.
What's up, Inez?
Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me?
How do you know each other?
Fella from my old unit. Good buddy of mine before I was discharged. I didn't get the chance to say goodbye after the grafting procedure. Didn't have a way of reaching out, neither.
All right, let's watch his message then.
Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Sure. Which journal entry is that? Nope, that's not it. I don't see the option, for God's sake. This is awkward. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. We'll have to do it later because I don't know where to watch it.
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly.
Did he provide any more details than that?
Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go. If there's time.
All right. We'll make it a priority.
Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
God, everybody wants me to do shit with them.
Turn your lamps on that building over there. Reckon that's where we'll be able to get our hands on the rift modulator.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Important announcements. To all subjects of the Protectorate, subject, welcome to Praetor. From the offices of the Consul. To all newly assigned subjects, the Consul welcomes you to the world of Praetor, where the magnificence of the universe exists in harmony with Protectorate science and industry. When you ponder the perfection of the plan, remember Praetor and the wonders you'll experience here. Consider the permanent darkness of this world held in perfect equilibrium with the lightning shoals streaking above your heads. Praetor is a world of balance which the Protectorate only enhances by its presence. And of course, above all else, Praetor is the final resting place of our beloved matriarch. Addendum. Also, please keep to the designated paths as the native Gorvid and Vractan life forms are exceptionally dangerous, and to wander into their territories to potentially cut your service to the Protectorate short. Praise the matriarch. Subject Raptidon warning. As if to demonstrate their ignorance of the plan, the bits-obsessed Auntie's Choice forces have chosen to spearhead their invasion with a foreign species known as raptidons. It is not yet known the effect this invasive xenofauna will have on the long-term balance of Praetor, but all subjects tasked with ecological management are advised that the raptidons are not part of the plan and thus have no say as to whether a protectorate subject should be reclassified as food. Combat units are advised to give raptidons the same priority for erasure as any other Auntie's Choice invasion asset. Praise the Matriarch, Commander Purcell. Look at the map of this planet. Quite a few places to visit. First Shrine, the Earth. Here you stand, dear subject, on the first steps of your journey. You are far from your destination, but your path is clear and your resolve is unwavering. If the Matriarch could open the heavens to humanity with the glorious gift of her skip drive, then surely you can walk her symbolic path without fear. Take the briefest of moments and reflect on the discovery of the skip drive. Internalize the surety it took for the Matriarch to take her creation and use it to cast herself and the first crew into the void, knowing without doubt that the only acceptable outcome of their journey would be the creation of the most perfect of societies, the Protectorate.
Suspicious data. Unfamiliar data.
It's a brawl.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Fight on my feet. Back in business.
Second shrine, the Void. Dear subject, you are now adrift in the darkness. Your path, unseeable. Your fear, understandable. But your feelings are an affront to the glory that is the matriarch's achievement. This is the Shrine of the Void. It represents the smallest reflection of the almost incalculable distance between the matriarch's departure from Earth and her arrival at the Arcadian system. The Void was vast and unknowable, with dangers beyond your feeble imaginings. But how can you falter here, facing such an inadequate copy when our beloved matriarch took her crew and the future of humanity through this darkness without hesitation? Do not falter. Instead, steel your heart with thoughts of what she overcame. Trust in her indomitable willpower, and you will surely find your way through to the final shrine. Take a brief moment to reflect on the incalculable effect the matriarch put into bringing your forefathers here to give them a better life, free of tyranny. The shit?
Well, that ain't at all concerning. Best keep our lamps lit.
Let's switch the guns up a little bit. Nope, not what I meant to do at all.
Such. Trouble it is.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Seeking cover.
Buddy, can you spare the drain of time?
Let me handle this.
Okay.
pissed off. Commander, you're waiting! Medkit, coming your way!
Target reacquired. Detected. Just so you Hey, got a distraction for you.
Craft's back in business. Popping that glove. My glove's always crafty. Liquidator! Medical pack out!
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
We got company, Commander. The unfriendly.
Free explosion! Getting a little woozy there, Commander.
My aftermarket parts are prime. Practicing some battlefield medicine.
Uh-oh. You've used the hailer so much you've become reliant. Individual uses are no longer as potent, but you've built up tolerance from overuse. Effects. Minus 20% health restored by the medical inhaler. Minus 40% toxicity received. You know what? That sounds legit, right? Like, it's going to be less effective. I'll do it. I will do it.
They did me in! Help me out! Let's wreck them!
What the hell is it trying to get me to see? Oh.
On account of them being a giant, malignant corporate entity? Reminds me of the one I grew up under. And that ain't a compliment.
I grew up under a corporation like Auntie's too, Niles. You ain't the only one with a sob story.
Then you might ought to know better than to throw in with Auntie's. They're just like those bit-pinching bastards on Triangle. If the Earth Directorate hadn't stepped in...
Well, there you have it. The Earth Directorate saved you, huh? Sure as shit didn't save us.
No, suppose not. But you've got choices now. Time for excuses is past.
Don't you look down your nose at me. Any sane folk would throw their lot in with the ones who helped them, not those who deliberately look the other way. How's your own loyalty to the Earth Directorate treated you all this time?
Damn.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
It's all right. I mean, it's not all right, but... Is this the third one? Third Shrine, the Arcadian System. At last, dear subject, you have arrived at the Shrine of Arcadia. Your path is nearly complete. Cast your eyes forward into the formless light. Think on what the matriarch and her first crew felt the moment that light, the rays of Arcadia's sun, and overwhelmed their senses. Even as you shield your eyes from the light of the future, think of the first colonists doing the same. All but our matriarch. Her gaze was resolute, the future already solid in her thoughts, an unshakable vision built upon iron-hard resolve. You've come far, but like those first subjects, your work is far from done. Those subjects founded an entire system and gave form to the matriarch's vision, but none of them ever forgot the gift she had given them, the gift of creating her future. Your last few steps to the tomb of our beloved matriarch are a minuscule expenditure of effort by comparison, but make them with the same conviction the first crews possessed. Okay, a number of disconnected wires, scrapes, bent corners lead you to believe that a part was removed from here with great force and little working knowledge of the panel. Above the area the missing part used to occupy is a note written in a barely legible hand. Given the terrible handwriting and worse spelling, you suspect this note was written by a scrapper. It warns the reader to not steal any more parts or the Protectorate will be very, very, very much madder. The note also alludes to a scrapper camp to the east. You carefully slot the missing part into place within the panel. It locks in with a satisfying click, reassuring you that you've inserted it properly. Not sure what that did, but okay. Recalibrate lightning tower. Atmospheric discharge absorption systems for this installation status active. Power from atmospheric discharge is now being routed to the grounding station. Oh, I have to recalibrate a bunch of towers. I think we're going to hold off on that because that's part of the mission. We're going to try to go to the automech facility, I think. Gorbid root. I don't know what a gorbid is. Grief is the thing with feathers. Gorbid is the thing with feathers. And one of those big bastards. Where's he? Is this him? Surrounded on all sides by things that want to kill us.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the automech factory is advised, should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness. Building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Okay. Good to know. Forgot that I can upgrade. Okay. I'm going to upgrade my speech. And engineering. And companions. Oh, shit.
Don't mind me.
Where the hell did they come from?
Prescription filled. All charged up.
Ready to waste them on your command.
Nothing to hit.
Hit what in the where now?
Automechanical recharge routines. This terminal controls the facility's loading dock charging stations. With the proper keycard or a little automechanical know-how, one could dispatch the nearby automechs to their charging stations. All right. Disassembled auto dock. You see a partially disassembled auto dock. You might be able to use the chemicals from it to formulate a trauma kit. Yeah, I definitely don't have the medical expertise. I want to see something real quick. Where's the one that's extra gun? Oh well. In fact, let's switch the guns up a little bit.
in. I'll take care of him.
An explosive!
On your toes. Going out of sight.
Get me, go get it.
They would drive us.
Knew you had my back.
Of course, you always say that like you're surprised. I think I have enough trauma kits for now. No modifications available. Looks like there's something back behind there.
Bet if I go unseen.
Back in business.
What gun am I using? It's compact assault rifle. Okay. There we go. I don't even have enough bits anyway. Fair enough.
Stretch.
They covet our due bounty. Lollygag somewhere I ain't. No refuge. Maintaining perfection. An explosive.
There you are. Beware of... Recommencing hostility.
Okay. This automech is currently disassembled. Someone was attempting to install a special shock mod onto the unit's primary cannon.
You know, there might be a goodie or two for Val in there.
Yeah, maybe. Like this. A kit of supplies to mod and fully upgrade Valerie's blaster and armor. Visit a workbench to see which mods to use. Should be one more in the facility. Sovereign's Automech Life Support Laboratory logon. Password protection disabled. So very much work. Can it really be for naught? This is personal logs of Divisor G Sachs. The Sovereign is dead. No matter how many times it is repeated, no matter how I try and process the news, it is an iron spike driven directly through my temple. And while yes, I am filled with hope renewed at the ascension of our new sovereign, Henry, it will be ages before I finish mourning Sovereign Reuben. If only we had finished the redacted sooner. We were so very close. The new sovereign has offered us a lifeline. Not that I had doubts of our young sovereign, Henry, but he has both shown his incredible intellect and given our passion project a new purpose. He envisions the technology we developed for his father's redacted automechanical redacted as a new form of redacted for our soldiers. I wait with bated breath to hear more of his plans and to gain direction towards this new noble goal. We shall springboard forward off the shoulders of giants. The Sovereign's vision for our new Xyranium-powered armor is advancing exceptionally well. Its initial development required us to revisit and finish development on the former Sovereign's redacted as proof of concepts. But now that said work has been successfully completed, there seems little use for that prosthetical contrivance anymore. After vigorous debate, our intention is to seal the subterranean lab that houses it and turn the surface-level antechamber leading to it into a closet. It is arguably an ignominious end for such a noble endeavor, but we can't bring ourselves to disassemble the device. There is simply too much history, passion, and loss wrapped within that stainless steel redacted. What is more, maybe another poor soul whose body has been ravaged by time, disease, or life-threatening accident may make use of its amazing capabilities. Certainly that is a better potential fate than being recycled for parts. We're still missing something, right? Where's this other mod for Val? Yeah, I don't know.
Society demands perfect thoughts.
Coming up with some
Perfection is
clothes.
impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Huh?
Oops.
Ref's raring to go.
Just give us a signal.
Damn. All right, that's not working.
Now you see. Now you know.
Commander, you're bleeding. A little pick-me-up for you. Pissed off.
Finally, jeez. Definitely should got more than 600 XP for that. Oh my god, you two getting in my line of fire is driving me effing nuts. I missed like 7 shots. When?
Hostile ahead. What's the place, man?
I must reload.
Pretty scathed, Commander.
It's the paradigm predicted. Once more. There you are. Welcome, Sentinel,
To all personnel, subject update to screening protocols, version 1.2. Attention all personnel. Please be aware that any arbiters or personnel associated with arbiters are now subject to additional screening. Arbiters and personnel associated with arbiters must submit their identification forms in triplicate and shall have any non-standard issue belongings confiscated. All is for the safety of Arcadia. No protocol updates for Sentinels or associated personnel. Glory to the Consul. Office of the Consul. To all personnel, subject to further updates to screening protocols, version 2.0. As of this moment, arbiters and those associated must now present all standard issue weaponry and armor at this checkpoint for inspection. Equipment may be recollected at Grand Control. May their unarmored passage to Central Control renew their devotion to the Consul. No protocol updates for Sentinels or associated personnel. Glory to the Consul. Okay.
Commander.
There, Commander.
Okay, how the F are we going to get up there? Might as well see what's over there in that building.
Give the order and I'll take care of him.
some battlefield medicine. Frankly, pissed off.
How the F? Seriously, how are we going to get over there? There's no road.
Grass back in business.
On your command.
There, Commander.
God. Abandoned Glorious Dawn Journal number 4. I'm so tired. It's been 3 days. I need to converse with the other two to ensure they are not intending to follow the others. I can't keep this up. Void, I must have dozed off for a moment. They're both gone. I'm the only one left. To say I've failed the Glorious Dawn would be a massive understatement. I go now to perform the very task that I thought to prevent the others from doing. I'll enter the rift. Should I find the others, perhaps I can convince them to return to their posts? Nah, that is wishful thinking on my part, meant only to assuage my guilt over failing. I go to submit myself to the judgment of the rift, though I am almost certain to be rejected as unworthy. B. I tried to submit myself to the rift and I died. So...
This device reeks of cultist. Ought to have Azza take a look.
Abandoned Glorious Dawn Journal number 2. We experienced a rather unfortunate accident this morning. While setting up the remainder of camp, one of our sisters lost their footing while carrying our precious decryption key. A novice brother leapt to catch it. Alas, they managed to throw themselves directly into the rift with the device in the process. A most unfortunate setback. Under other circumstances, I'd send a runner back to our parent cell for a replacement, but remaining hidden is of greater importance than acquiring a replacement decryption key at this juncture. Of greater concern to myself was the look in the eyes from the other brothers and sisters as they watched young brother Ellis disappear into the rift. Hunger? Longing? I hope it was but a momentary lapse. B. Abandoned Glorious Dawn Journal number 1. After slipping past the heathens of the Protectorate and arriving at our target destination, we've located the rift our cell has been charged with protecting. This is my first time observing one directly. Architect, it is a thing of pure beauty. I now better understand why other members of the Glorious Dawn have fallen to their base temptations and given themselves over to the Architect by entering a rift prematurely. I don't foresee this being a concern within our cell, given the quality of the devout brothers and sisters gathered here. B. So I'm missing what, number 3? Number 2, no, I have that one. I don't know, maybe it's over here, but probably not. hell are we? All right. You know what, guys? We need to go back to the ship. We're going to get what's his face to come with us. All right. Damn it, I keep forgetting that. I need to remember melee. Oops. Bounce around for a minute here. Got all these side quests we didn't finish. Like this one. Ah, shit. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I'm just collecting something.
Temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers!
Hey, Huguenot.
Any news from the field? Any further progress?
Yep. It's done. Your territory now extends from here to below the bridge.
Well, excellent. Good show. I'll rest a bit easier tonight. Not as blissfully oblivious to our struggles as others here, mind you, but better. Anyhow, here's your reward. Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you. What'd I get? How many bits? $650? Not great. I gotta do a perk here because it's going to drive me nuts. Bounty terminals now have an option to immediately cash out bits by hacking into bank accounts. Oh, okay. Kills scored by either you or the party charge blah blah blah. Many of your lies are more believable and will be more likely to be accepted as true. Additionally, the likelihood that enemies will target you is reduced. Okay. Solicit the order's support. We need to figure out how to get up there. Maybe you take these stairs. That might be helpful.
Agent, over here.
Not yet. I need to go over here. Hey there.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
I received a message that Ruth was indisposed and to speak with you in her stead.
What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia.
So, can I see her, or what?
Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow just anyone to wander into Ruth's quarters. But there is something you could do to prove yourself worthy. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there.
I mean, I saved your delegate's life. It seems like that should make me more than trustworthy, no?
From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever personal vendetta you happen to be attending to. I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead, but I will need a more tangible effort on your part to trust you.
Alright, I can deal with the cultists if it means earning the Order's trust.
I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Probably best to mention this to Asa before we smear blood all over Newton.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This guy wants to talk to us.
Ah, there you are. I was informed by Gertie you've agreed to help us reconvene negotiations. With your aid, Auntie's Choice and the Order will soon be rivals no longer. Just think of all we can accomplish if our two sides reject fractiousness and combine our efforts. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I will let you know when it's time to move forward.
Alright, you can rely on me, Vicar.
In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
Whatever you say, Vicar. Where the hell's our ship? I forget. There it is. All right. All right, I think that's going to do it for part 12. We'll talk to our crewmate here in part 13. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it as always, and I'll see you next time.